It is I, the Maize Madman. Good evening, good people. It is I, the Maize Madman. I'm here with my guy,
the maniac.
Of course, my other guy.
Your boy, Lich Max.
No doubt. Your boy. And tonight, by the way, we got a very special guest. Welcome to Maize Out Monday, by the way. But also gotta give a very give a round of applause for tonight's guest. Tonight's guest is a Michigan YouTube legend, absolute beast, or in terms of calling it like it is. You might catch him every Sunday on the Johnny Olden college football show. None other than my guy, your guy, JOJ, Johnny Olden Jr., ladies and gentlemen. Golf claps.
Yes, sir. Yes.
What up? What up? What up?
What's good, man? How you feeling?
Hey, we back at it this week. We had a nice little break of watching everybody else lose and be stressed out and stuff like that, and now we back at it again.
That's a big fact. Let's get right to it, man. Week 5 in review, gentlemen. There were some big games that took place, all right? None bigger than, of course, Penn State versus Oregon. Penn State and James Franklin, of course, did what Penn State and James Franklin does, and that's lose a big-time matchup, top 5 matchup, or actually top 10 matchup in this case. Let's talk about it, gentlemen. What did you see? What did you like? What didn't you like?
Go ahead, Johnny.
Okay. Yeah. We'll let Johnny go first.
I guess I'll go real quick. What I saw from Penn State, Oregon, it was a pretty good game. It was a low-scoring game at first, and you know, when Oregon scored again, I was like, all right, this is over. I was getting ready to turn it. I look up Penn State that 30-yard touchdown pass, whatever it was. I was like, okay, we got a game. And then it seemed like Penn State was going to win it, but they just find a way to lose the game. Like, I don't know if you want to blame Alar or you want to blame James Franklin. At this point, I don't think it matters. You know?
Right.
Like, James Franklin, it's on you now. Just like when Harbaugh had his stretch of you can't beat Ohio State, you can't win a bowl game. It's on you. At the end of the day, you're the head coach. What are you doing wrong that's holding this team back from reaching its potential in these big games? So that was my big takeaway. Same old, I guess you would say.
Absolutely. Lich Max, we're gonna let you in on this one before we kick you backstage and bring you back.
I was gonna say I've never been up here this long. I was very confused. But as for the the Penn State game, Penn State Oregon game, I really wanted Penn State to win, and I should be admonished for wanting that, but I really wanted them to give Oregon a proper welcome to the Big Ten, but clearly they just can't handle the smoke. Like, James Franklin went in there with he started out good, they started out decent, and then in the only way that can only be described as James Franklining a game away, both Franklin and Aller worked together to give that game to Oregon. I mean, especially with the way Aller was playing there at the second half, they kind of made a lot of bad reads on the field. I mean, a lot of that can maybe be chalked up to Oregon's defensive scheme coming into that game against Penn State, especially the halftime adjustments. But yeah, I mean, the first half, Aller did all right. I'm not going to say he did good because I think he was just getting by. But I mean, I would say he did all right. At the best way I can really describe it. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, James Franklin's gonna James Franklin, and that's something you got to expect when Penn State's on the field.
No doubt. Maniac, What'd you take away from it?
Yeah, man. I mean, first of all, it was without a doubt a phone booth kind of game. I mean, you gotta tip your hat to Oregon and Dante Moore, man. You for a quarterback to go into an environment like that, the whiteout is considered arguably the number one hostile environment in all of college football. For him to go in there and play cold-blooded. Yes, he didn't have eye-popping stats, but he kept cool at all times. He didn't make big mistakes. He put his team in position to win, and he did that. Over time, he made the plays he had to make, man. Shout to Oregon. Penn State, they're not a bad team. They just don't know how to win big games. And that's the bottom line, man. We could say Franklin, Drew Allaw, the popcorn man, the equipment manager. At the end of the day, not till you learn how to win those games. And like you said, Johnny, I remember Harbaugh in top 10 matchups was cacadoodle at one time. He was getting meaned like crazy. So James, it wasn't this bad, I don't believe, but James Franklin, man, is unfortunate for him. He just can't get it done. In Penn State, yes, 2016, he did win the Big Ten, but that's that, man. Since then, it's been almost 10 years, James, and this is supposed to be a team. So, yeah, man, we'll see how they look moving forward. But right now, man, that was just a bad performance, man.
Real quick. And this is the thing that's surprising because he's built this team like Harbaugh built our really good teams. The fact that they haven't been able to go into one of these big time games against Ohio State or I guess even Oregon and be able to just straight run it down their throat is pretty wild because they've had good offensive lines. They've got two stud backs. You've got a decent quarterback that can be a game manager. So it's surprising that they just haven't had a field day in one of these games and ran wild like we did multiple times.
I think it really comes down to the coaching, realistically.
I mean, it could definitely come down to that. I gotta agree with what Johnny was saying too. Like, it is at what point do you just lean on these two running backs that been here forever, right? Coming into the season, people were saying this is the best running back tandem in the country, let alone the Big Ten, right? And you didn't lean on those guys. By the way, shout out to Josh who's in the chat. He pointed out that he's 6-0 in his game of the week picks. You catch us every Saturday with Josh and Marcus on the Big College football show at 11. But additionally, what I took away from it is this, man. Drew Aller is a guy that has a big arm. He's a talented thrower of the football. He's got the prototypical size, right, for a quarterback in the NFL and stuff like that. But he's a mental midget, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like that first, I think somebody brought this up during the post game or during the live. I'm sorry. That first touchdown, beautiful throw, like by Drew Aller. He made a couple of those types of passes in this game. But then the second overtime, first play, second overtime, and you're like, oh, that's the Drew Aller I know. That's the Drew Aller I interviewed, M3. A couple seasons back.
M3, that's the interception they do on the game too.
It is. It almost gave me PTSD. But
before we end this show, we must show that interview. For the
definitely, we'll get to the interview, man. But that's the dude. But that's the guy though that I interviewed. You know what I mean? That Drew Aller who came out in that second overtime. Go ahead, Maniac.
Go ahead, Maize. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Listen, this been bothering me, and I didn't bring it up yesterday on Johnny's show, bro. How was that not targeting on that player, bro? He almost decapitated dude. His head almost landed in the fifth row on some college student's shoulder, and they said no targeting. Like, bro, I'm so confused about this rule. Like, just throw it away, man. I don't care, bro. That was crazy. I thought he killed the guy.
I actually know the reason behind it there. See, targeting only counts when they're wearing blue and maize. That's the only time that targeting counts. If they're wearing any other colors, you're safe from targeting. But as soon as you put that winged helmet on and that blue and maize uniform, targeting. You're gonna hit targeting all day.
That's a fact. Now, listen, this is what I will say. If that wasn't targeted, then what Jayshon Barham did against what team was that? It was the first game, New Mexico. What he did against New Mexico certainly wasn't targeting. If that wasn't targeting, so they definitely need to get together in the offseason, whatever they need to do to determine what is targeting for sure, because otherwise it just leaves us, fans like us and people in the chat, like to just wonder what the hell is a targeting at this point, right?
I mean,
even let them play football, but obviously they try and protect people. Go ahead.
Even the announcers were confused about them not calling that, because I think they also brought up the Jayshon Barham thing. I don't remember like exactly, but I could have swore I heard them say something about that, because like that looked like textbook targeting, and what Jayshon Barham did looked like a textbook accident.
Right.
I need all the conferences to do what the ACC did, and we need to be in those the official room when they're doing reviews.
Right.
Yeah, we all need
1,000%. The ACC got it right with that, because that sort of transparency is what we need as fans, so that we can blame somebody, right? Right now, it's just some mythical person in New York or wherever the hell they are deciding what the. No, I want to look at that dude and be like, nah, it's him right there, saying go to camera number 2, his fault.
And I think that holds them more accountable, knowing that the cameras are in there and that everybody can hear them all agreeing or disagreeing or what.
That's a fact. All right. Lich, we appreciate you, brother. Go backstage. Do your thing.
Real quick, before I go backstage, everyone, make sure that you like and share the video. Mods, you should have already done this. Otherwise, your wrench is coming home.
That's a fact.
Give me your wrench.
Thank you, Lich. Lich Max, ladies and gentlemen. He does bar mitzvahs, parties, all sorts of things. I'm joking, but he'll be back with us here shortly. That said, gentlemen, we move on. Something did happen to Michigan that wasn't so positive in the last couple of days, and that is Dorian Barney flips again, this time from Michigan to Ole Miss. Real quick thoughts on this. Maniac, let's start with you.
Yeah, man, this dude should be part of the gymnastic team. The way he be flipping, it just this is how many teams now? The 3? Was it?
Yeah. This is his third official flip, but he's been like favored to go to like 6 different schools. But yeah, this is third official. Second official flip, third school.
Yeah, so with players like this, man, you just never know. I mean, look, it is what it is. It's gonna happen to every school. He has to do what's best for him. Shout to him, and you respect. It sucks. He's a talented guy. He's in the secondary. That's a position group we looking to grow every year, especially now in the Big Ten, the new Big Ten, to say the least. So. It sucks, but it comes with the sport, man. So hopefully we get someone as good or better in his replacement.
Fair. No doubt. Real quick before you go, Johnny, Asian Posh, shout out to Posh who's here. Shout out to everybody who's here. We can't run down everybody's name. You all are here. We know it. She said Aller was too busy texting girls. I don't know about this. Somebody fill me in.
Oh yeah, he was texting. He was texting some girl like, "You gonna come over and give me a little top?" And she was like, "Whoa, you move fast!" And he's like, "That's how I get down, baby. That's how I roll, baby." You know what I'm saying?
Hey, was this before or after the game?
I don't know. It just came out, I think, today.
Come on, yesterday. Drew Aller. Don't be like that, Drew Aller.
Hey, he said, "The big man on campus. I ain't taking you out of nothing. What's up?"
She said, "Smash and spread, Drew." Yo.
Yeah, and then he said, "Send me a pic." And he said, that's what he wanted. He wanted the spread.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Let me find out Drew Aller, a little freak boy. All right, go ahead, Johnny.
Campus, understand that.
Right.
But Barney, flipping the this is my take on this. A dude that flips this much, how am I supposed to know you're committed? Let's say he does commit to, let's say he flips back and commits to Michigan.
Right.
Well, he's already shown us that he don't really know where he wants to be. It sounds like it's probably a money thing, right?
Probably, yeah.
So he don't really know where he's going to be. So you don't know how committed this dude is going to be. So let's say we offer him a nice bag. He goes to Michigan. Somebody else in the offseason, he's out of here. See ya. Like, so how am I supposed to stay? How am I supposed to know this dude is committed? It's already hard enough, but this dude, a guy like this, he's kind of putting it out there. You flipping. So, you know, I don't mind if we don't get him, because a dude like that, he might not be here that long. It might be a 1-year rental on the bench, and then he's out of here. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. And I feel the same way, man. I remember when he flipped to Michigan, and he did the whole production, you know, people at the house. He raised the garage door, and it's like the whole Maize and Blue thing. Yeah. And then, you know, for this to happen, going on a visit to Ole Miss, which, by the way, don't get me started on these players in that school particular, and what they still do on that campus. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. But, you know, the atmosphere, I will say this, that atmosphere of that game had to be electric, right? They win it on a 4th down play and stuff like that. That's cool. But, you know, he probably should never have been there if he was really committed to Michigan. But we'll see what happens. I'm with you. I'm with you, by the way. I don't think we're losing anything. And we're rumored to be on some pretty good corners in terms of trying to flip some other teams' players right now. So I got faith in Lamar Morgan. I know he's a good recruiter. I think we'll get at least one of those guys.
Facts. Definitely.
Shout out to Aaron Taylor. These recruits ain't loyal. Go Blue. Yes, sir. Marmarski's in the building. All right. We got to move on. We've only been on 2 topics so far. Here we go. This one had us in our college football chat going. Maniac brought this up. Should field rushing be banned? And this came up because of course, Friday night, Virginia upset Florida State, and they rushed the field almost immediately after that interception. They didn't even make sure he caught the ball before the fans were on the field. Squirrel White was down in that side of the field and got trampled, basically, which, you know, lends to the question, is it safe for especially the opposing teams, players, and coaches in this situation? Let's talk about it. Maniac, this is your topic. Kick it off. You're muted.
They should be, I wouldn't say ban it, but let the opposing team off the field, man. And then let the fans rush. I get it. It doesn't beat the moment. Soon as the clock turns 0, I get it. The whole ambiance of it. But safety comes first, right? Hence why we have targeting rules, why we have all these kind of safety rules. This is the biggest one. Bro, you would have thought my man was a dance floor in the club the way all them feet was on him, man. They were two-stepping on him. You know what I mean?
He disappeared.
Yeah, man, because, like, let's be honest, guys. If that was your nephew, that was your son, bro, you would have been pissed. Like, yo, bro, what's going? Like, yo, is he all right? Like, that's gonna get you upset. And that's just not the first time, man. We've seen it many times, and it's just these are college kids, drunk. Even if the stadium doesn't sell alcohol, they drinking for 6 hours straight, and they're gonna be disrespectful, and they don't care, man. So, me, 100%. If we're going to ban it, at least you got to say, wait, guys, you got to let this team off and then come celebrate with the home team. But They got to figure that out, man. Someone is really going to get hurt, guys. And I'm talking about season-ending injury or even worse, man. Even worse.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm glad. And look, we got some opposing views here. Wolverine Gage says, absolutely not. Every school has a right to be happy and excited when their team wins a big game. Johnny, what's your thoughts?
I don't want it banned, but they definitely need to, have some restrictions or on how it's done, because that was just too much. When I saw it, I was like, man, this is too quick. The way they came in and rushed like instantly, as soon as they saw that ball was incomplete, they were, woof, and that's like squirrel. Come on, be like your name, bro. You should have jumped up and been screaming.
Get out of there! Get out!
But for real though, like they got to do. You can't have it. You can't come on the field like that. He don't even got a chance. He was depressed, like, okay, it's incomplete, we're gonna lose, and he's just sitting there and boom, like that's just not safe. So they gotta stop them. They like Virginia. That's the way their stadium is built. They need it to have some rope or something, or a bunch of guys there or something to try to stop them. All right, let the players at least get to their bench or something. Like he didn't even have time to get off the ground.
Especially like you said, that end of the field, the fans was right there, and you saw them like during that like before the overtime, more fans were coming. You saw them like pouring over there before getting ready for that situation. So definitely at some of these stadiums or some of these venues, the security could be a little better. Make them jump a fence at least, right? Hop down a wall or whatever, right? But in that situation, they were right there, right? It was like a high school field, basically. They were on the field before, like you said, that was ruled interception, incomplete, anything. They just saw Squirrel White didn't catch it. We on the field, right? And that's basically how it went. Here's my beef. Okay, so I don't really I'm with Maniac a bit. It should be some sort of structure, but I also think, it's very college football to let kids rush the field. That's part of the thing, right? But there is a but here. You gotta be safe. There needs to be some sort of parameter. Get a opposing team half a beat before you rush the field, right? Also, this is when I don't like it. We saw Illinois rush the field. All right, number 23, Illinois rushed the field after beating number 21 USC. Bro, what are we doing? Act like you've been here before. All right.
After that ass whooping they took the week prior, listen, I don't play.
They said we just.
But listen, Gold made a good point in the chat, right? Now let's say if a player he take that helmet and bakata. He's a thug. Oh,
right.
Nah, he ain't no thug. It's a safety. So where's the double standard, right? You got it. Got to go both ways. At the end of the day, man. Remember, especially if that's like a rival game, the adrenaline is high. Everybody's on 1,000, and you lose a game like that, bro. As a player, you be ready to knock somebody out. And these college players are huge, bro. These dudes 6'3", 270. They hit you waking up on Thursday.
Right. Yeah, that's a fact, man. But Illinois, bro, have some couth.
That's not a big time win. I guess
not
maybe since they haven't had a win over USC, that's a blue blood type of program. Maybe that's what it was.
Right.
Like, when was the last time have they ever even played USC?
Ridiculous, bro. That's true. I don't know if they've ever played USC, and USC certainly is a blue blood, and Illinois is Illinois. So I get it from that standpoint, but it was gross being a member of the Big Ten, right? Watching a team that's been here, rush the field for beating a team ranked 2 spots ahead of them. That was pretty gross.
Y'all Y'all are
Chill out.
similar. This isn't
Chill out. Y'all are similar. Right. Hey, bro. That's hilarious. It's part of what makes college football better than NFL. You're someone who doesn't think better is the right word, at least something different from the NFL. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Definitely does
That's
make
part
it
of the
different.
pageantry of college football. Definitely.
Right.
Those are
Right.
facts. I get that, man. And like I said, I'm not saying ban it. I'm saying I know you can't control it, but I'm saying people gonna see one day is gonna happen. I'm like, yo, maniac, bro. Look what I'm like, bro. It was it's happened. It's gonna be evident to happen, bro. It's there.
Ban the NCAA.
And so yeah,
Right.
man.
I'm not mad at
We'll
that.
see what happens, man.
Historically, USC is a major football program, but it's like Illinois. It's like we've been in the big. Yeah, man. I get it. I get it, Toast. It is what it is. Let's move on. All right. AP poll came out, ladies and gentlemen, yesterday or the day before. Yesterday. Came out yesterday. And we're gonna react to it because there's some interesting things on here, some things that maybe you don't agree with. And we're gonna find out.
A gripe with the poll.
I got a gripe with the poll too, man. They gotta get this together. But here we go. Y'all can see that?
Let me see.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Maniac, take it away. I'll be right back.
All right. First of all, throw the list away. Michigan ain't number one. End the story.
Yeah.
No, man. So let's start. Let's start from the 2015. So we got Arizona Sun Devils, the Virginia Cavaliers after that big upset against Florida State. Hence why we had this conversation about field rushing. The BYU Cougars, who beat Colorado in a tough game. Illinois coming off a big win off USC. And rounding up that is the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, who went into Arkansas and whooped you know what. That was an ass whooping. Johnny, do you have any gripe with those bottom five teams right there?
No, not really. I could knock Notre Dame, but they have two really good losses. But if I wanted to, I would, I'd drop them down even lower. You still got two losses. I don't care. The only good team they got left is USC, but I can live with it.
All right. So now we're gonna go on to the second five, starting with the Wolverines, Michigan ranked number 20, followed by the Missouri Tigers, who is currently undefeated, followed by Florida State Seminoles, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, who are also undefeated, coming back from 17 down on the road awake to win in overtime. And the last team on that tier is the Vanderbilt Commodores, who are currently undefeated in the SEC. And they look to make a splash this year, man. And with the SEC, hey, man, it's up in the air. But that second tier, man, gentlemen, any issues with this other?
This is where I got a problem, and I'm gonna tell you why.
All right.
Okay, Michigan. Michigan has one loss on the road to Oklahoma, who has the Heisman favorite currently, besides the fact that he's hurt now. So that's a good loss. Oklahoma in the top 5 with the Heisman dude. You know what I'm saying? But we're down here with we're 20, and some of these other teams have the same style of losses, and they've only played one big game, and they're up there like Texas. Why is Texas up there? if they wherever Texas should be somewhere around us. I don't care what anybody says. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind it, but it just don't make sense all the way to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Texas ain't proved nothing. That we could stay reasonably kind of close to Ohio State. You don't get no cool points for that for me with the garbage quarterback you had. I'm sorry.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
okay.
He's still trying to
Those
figure
are
out
fair.
how good Ohio State is because the best team they played is Texas. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know, bro. Like some of these.
I mean, no, those are fair. Those are fair points. I'm not gonna argue those. I understand. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't Michigan 19 or we was only 20? No, we was 21, and then we moved to 20, right? What we were ranked when we played Nebraska again?
Like 21 or 2 or something.
21. Okay. So we just moved up one spot. All right, it is Maize. So we started from the bottom, of course. We just went through the bottom 10. Any issue with this order here that you see with the bottom 10?
You muted,
You
man.
muted.
Oh,
You
my
muted.
bad. I think Michigan could be a little higher. Somebody in the chat brought up that Missouri is a good team, and I agree with that. I would have both Michigan and Missouri ahead of Georgia Tech. I think they really punished Florida State a little harshly here. But you know, if they gotta be the victims too, then I would move Michigan and Missouri ahead of Georgia Tech and Florida State right now. Tennessee is not impressive to me. I don't know if y'all talked about them so far. They've given up a lot of points.
We're getting 19 and we dropped one. All right, G. Thank you for that. See, I know I'm not. We were not. How the hell we drew? It is what it is. All right.
Yeah,
so we
they are saying we did move down. I thought so.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't. And Missouri is one of the teams that jumped us, by the way, and Vanderbilt and Missouri jumped Michigan this week. So I don't know about that, but obviously Vanderbilt plays Alabama this week. Some of these things are going to work themselves out quickly.
SEC gonna beat up on each other for real.
But yeah.
So
I'm not too mad at the bottom 10.
Okay. All right. Just real quick. You see, so Florida State drops to 18 after being 8. If they were a SEC team, they would have dropped 3 spots for that loss.
I agree.
And that's where the bias comes in. And plus, now they win against Bama looks even better because they beat Bama and there was a control ass whooping, as Johnny likes to say. So it is what it is, man. But let's get to the third tier here, the middle tier. So we got Tennessee, who beat Mississippi State in a close game, who was 4-0. They only losses to Georgia at home in a tough game. You got Iowa State, who's also undefeated still. The Cyclones. You got LSU Tigers coming off their first loss to the Ole Miss Running Rebels. The Georgia Bulldogs coming off their first loss to Alabama at home. And Texas Tech, who is currently undefeated, they had a bye last week. Gentlemen, any issues with this 5?
I mean, Tennessee is my issue.
That's what I'm saying. You lost at home to Georgia. You were at home with the lead and you found a way to lose. And you don't get cool points for that. You should be down here where we at. That's where you need to be. You need to volunteer to be down here. That's where you belong.
Right.
All right. And all right, now rounding off, we get into the top 10. Coming at number 10 is Roll Tide. Alabama just proves again that Georgia is their son. It is what it is. Father's Day is in June. Have them postcards ready, Georgia. It is what it is. Number 9, Johnny's second team, the Texas Longhorns, with the greatest quarterback of all time, Arch Manning at the helm. Number 8, the Indiana Quiet Hoosiers, who's making, quietly making noise. We'll see. They got Oregon in 2 weeks.
Google them.
Google them.
And we have the number 7 is Penn State. the Nittany Lions. I better not catch any of y'all coming out of Happy Valley drunk. I will put you on blast.
Crazy.
And number 6, another quiet team, the Texas A&M. What's their
Aggies,
name?
the Aggies,
The
the Aggies.
Yes. Who came off a tough victory over Auburn to remain undefeated. Gentlemen, any issues with these 5 right here?
I would probably drop Penn State lower.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I would
same.
drop Texas lower.
Low Texas. Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's really it. But to drop them lower, somebody got to rise up. And at this point, Texas Tech, I guess, they put a down payment on the national championship. I guess they can rise up.
Right now, Texas is holding on to the hope and wish of Arch Manning. It's really their defense, which isn't even the best defense in the country right now. It looks like it's Ohio State's.
Right.
So we're keeping them up there off of basically their defense. We all know Arch looks like a head case still.
Yep.
So they're at number 8, strictly off defense and hopes and dreams. Give me a break.
And the Manning name. That's it.
Yeah,
he's got a presidential name in terms of college football. And that's what's keeping him with a job, first of all, and then keeping them as high as they are. So outside of that, I'm not too mad at it. I think Texas A&M looks like a real team. But I wouldn't replace anybody in the top 5 for them right now. So I think they're aptly ranked.
All right. And then rounding off the top 5 teams in America. Coming in at number 5 is the Sooners of Oklahoma, who had a bye, which kind of helps because we know John Matias currently going to be out at least a month with a hand injury. He's getting surgery, and they have a gauntlet coming up. So let's see how they fare through that. Wow. Number 4, Lane Kiffin, the Ole Miss Running Rebels. That's one stadium I would never watch a football game at, and I have my reasons. But big win over LSU. Let's see Lane Kiffin. He got some James Franklin in him. We'll see how the rest of the season plays out for him. Coming at number 3 is the Miami Hurricanes, who had a bye. I believe they play Florida State Saturday. And number 2, Oregon, coming off a huge win at Penn State. We spoke about that game to open the show. And the number 1 team in the land is the Buckeyes of Ohio State, who went into Washington, got a dominate win, 24-6. Gentlemen, any issue with the top 5 teams in America?
Word through the grapevine is, since Miami was on a bye week, that Michael Irvin was at the Penn State game having a pregame pep talk with Dan Lanning.
Really?
Hey.
Oh, okay.
He brought the party favors, is what you're saying. Because Dan Lanning definitely looked like he was taking bumps between downs.
He came with the aluminum. He came with some stuff in the aluminum for you,
bro. Came with the credit card, and
he put it on his American Express black card. He said, "Put it right there."
In Memphis, we call it going on that bay.
Right.
Yeah. He said, "Yeah, he is certified. He a skier. He like to go skiing in the Alpines." Yeah,
exactly. Man. I'm not mad at this top 5. All right, this is the top 5 teams in America right now. I'm not mad at it. Oklahoma, obviously, that bye helps because they try and get their quarterback back healthy. He's not going to be ready before this week, but so they may have some attrition because of that. The top 3 has really, whatever, they've been the top 3 really. I mean, I guess Penn State was up there, but James Franklin. Ohio State, they allow 1 touchdown so far this year, 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns, something like that. 2 touchdowns all season. So, I think they deserve to be number 1 right now.
That's
I like it. It's cool. I'm not too mad at that at all. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
I wouldn't
Oh, go
mind
ahead.
putting Miami number one.
I can see Miami number one for sure.
Yeah,
But I'm not
look,
mad at any one of those three teams at number one.
listen, I'm gonna say this, and I don't care if I'm wrong, but bro, Texas is on upset alert this week. They going into the swamp. Say what you want about Florida. All their losses were winnable games.
Their
Yes,
defense is
Miami
really
pulled
good.
away late. I'm talking about Miami pulled away late. If they just stay
Florida's trash,
focused,
bro.
Their defense is good.
Listen,
You don't give them the defense?
their record,
The defense legit.
their record says they're trash. I agree. But if you looking at them, you like, nah, this team, they just don't know how to win, bro. They right there. Is it two? Lagway is not a him. He's not a him. Let's call
Lagway
it
is
like
trash.
he's not a him.
You got the interview with him?
Loading.
Him and Drew Allar ride the same yellow bus.
They about to be next to each other doing a joint interview. Crazy. All right, man. Let's move on, man. Let's get to this Lich picks, ladies. Oh, actually, before Lich picks, Big Ten power rankings. Before Lich picks, and we got it set up. I'm ready to go this week. Here we go. Can y'all see that?
Yes,
sir.
All right. So I don't think there's any question who the worst team is. Yeah, the two worst teams played each other, and they are so bad that they're the worst. Absolutely. Next up, is there any question that Northwestern is the next worst?
No.
All right.
No.
Next worst, Northwestern, who just got a win over UCLA. Who y'all got next, man? What's up?
Purdue, the Boilermakers.
Okay.
Not mad at that. They are definitely not good. One more team in this bad category.
Wisconsin.
Damn it.
Yep.
Wisconsin is the fourth worst team in the conference. Talk to us in the chat. Y'all agree with us so far? Or should Ohio State be the worst team? Talk to us. Let us know.
What about Rutgers? They garbage too.
Rutgers, are they mid or are they bad?
They're
pretty bad.
They
bad. They bad.
they belong there. They belong there.
Rutgers is bad. Yeah. Let's not joke around. All right, now let's get to these mid-tier teams. Who's in there? Michigan State, first mid team.
Iowa.
Yeah, Iowa is the quintessential mid team. Minnesota,
yes.
Yeah.
Minnesota
Absolutely.
is also very mid.
Nebraska.
Nebraska.
Yeah,
mid.
until further notice.
Notice. Yo,
yeah.
My Maryland escaped mid.
Yeah. They did. I mean, so far. So from what we go based on,
they undefeated.
And they undefeated.
Fact. So fact. All right, we moving up to the good teams. Good teams. Who's the first good team?
Let's go USC.
USC. First good team.
Washington. Illinois. Right? And then I'm gonna put, as of right now, I'm gonna put Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan.
Yeah.
Michigan good.
We want to get up there. We gotta prove it.
All right. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna go ahead and put Maryland in this good list too. They might be the best good team right now, but they are not elite.
No,
I don't want to play myself. All right, here we go. Penn State or Indiana? First elite school.
Penn State. And it's gonna play out because Indiana does play Penn State in November.
Right, I agree. All right, so then that means Indiana next, or
Correct.
what y'all got?
Correct. Yeah,
Indiana. Ohio State.
I think Indiana might beat Penn State.
Yeah, I'm telling
Hey,
you, bro.
people are saying
I
that.
can't wait
People
for
are
that.
saying that.
That matchup is going to be interesting in November.
If they defense, if Penn State's defense don't come to play, that boy will try to hang 70 on them.
It could get spooky, that's for sure. Oregon or the other state?
We know, man. Oregon, and then the number one team, Ohio State, until proven otherwise.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Big Ten Power Rankers as told by us. Y'all agree? Y'all disagree? Let us know. He said, "Come on, M3, read my comments, man."
You did. Oh, he won't even read it. Let me see. I'll read it.
You guys ready for the OSU repeat? Oh my god!
No. Let me see. Kakadoodle, kakadoodle, kakadoodle. All right, we got it.
Kill. If you want him to read your nonsensical takes, you got to super chat, my brother.
There you go. Absolutely, Keel.
Then it's guaranteed to be read.
Spend some of that natty money, man. It ain't a thing for you guys, right? Y'all known for spending.
Y'all got some extra money over there. Nah. All right, let's move on. Ladies and gentlemen, Lich picks as we get ready to get into this Michigan versus Wisconsin portion of the show. Lich, we're gonna bring Lich back in. Lich, talk to us. Oh, actually, before we bring Lich back on, because Lich has an intro, right?
I do.
I don't see it.
Okay.
I don't see it, Lich.
It's in a different folder.
It's in a different folder. Oh, here we go.
These numbers tell my story. Every digit speaks my name.
Lich Max and Lich Picks. As soon as I got out of that folder and stopped it, Lich, I'll just stay in there next time. All right. Lich Picks. Last week, Lich, I think you did pretty good. Right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think I missed on Raiola, but other than that, I think we were pretty close on the rest of them.
Yeah, that bum messing up the Lich Picks. How dare you?
I know. It's always the Mahomes. Even the team of Mahomes.
I don't know what just happened, Lich. I'm trying to get you. There we go. Lich Picks. Let me get this situated here.
Well, while we wait for that, we got a couple super chats that we can read. We got one from Keel here, $1.99 super chat. Here you go, guys. I love the channel. Sent a $1.99 super chat. Another one.
Even though he's an OSU fan, but shout to Keel.
That's what I was gonna say. Even though he roots for that vile, disgusting cesspool in Columbus, we appreciate it.
And he sent a second $1.99 super chat. Said, "Just wish your subscribers would be nicer to me."
No doubt.
We wish that they would be nicer to everyone, Keel. It's okay.
Let me say this real quick. Too.
Go ahead, Johnny.
Maize Madman subscribers, don't let an Ohio State fan come over here and support your content creator more than you do.
Hey,
it's your brother. Show him some love. You hear me? Show him some love. Don't let the Ohio State fan. Then we're gonna see more of them. We just gonna let them rock out because they support.
Hey, if we get more OSU fans over here, that just means it's a better chance to convert them to the true, correct team.
That's a fact. Look at G. Politic, JOJ. Politic. All right.
Chips with dip.
Yeah. Here we go. Lich Picks this week. Lich, take us through it. What we got?
All right. So first I got Bryce Underwood. I have him on the over for 150 yards passing. He's been averaging about pretty close to that a game, so I don't see any reason why he can't get over 150 in this game against Wisconsin. Then I got Samaj Morgan getting over 20 receiving yards. The past couple games, he's averaged about close to between 20 and 30 receiving yards, so I think there's a good chance that we get a hit on that one as well. Donovan McCulley, under 50 receiving yards. He's been he hasn't been getting those yards in. That's kind of the skinny of it. The slap pass game, he averaged about 40. I think he got about 48 yards. through the game. So I mean, if he can beat that, that would be fantastic for Michigan. But I have to look at the numbers, and I gotta say we're looking at under 50 for McCulley. Justice Haynes, over 120 yards rushing. He's been averaging more than that a game consistently, not just like here and there. Consistently, he's been averaging that. So I don't see any reason why he can't get over 120 yards rushing this game against Wisconsin. There's no reason at all. Jordan Marshall, unfortunately, though, hasn't been doing that great on the field as a running back. He's been averaging below 50 yards of rush each game. I think it comes down to they just have been utilizing Haynes more, but when he does come out, he does get decent yardage, but not the best. So he's averaged lower than 50 yards. So I had to put him down at a under 50-yard prediction.
Not too bad, Lich. One thing I will say, the only ones that I feel like you really stepped out on a limb here on this week was Justice Haynes over 120 and Donovan McCulley under 50 receiving yards, maybe Jordan Marshall under 50, whatever. But Samaj Morgan over 20 yards, that's not, come on, bro. That's
you got to throw a wild card in there somewhere, and I think that was a perfect place to put it. There's a good chance that we could, since he has been we have seen him struggling to catch the ball in the past games. I know this sounds like an oxymoron, but he's got to get the reps in somehow, and I think this would be a good opportunity for them to target him a little bit because it's not a high-powered defense. So we can afford for him to drop a ball or two and still come away with the win regardless.
No, I'm just saying that the over-under at 20 yards is kind of weak. You got to put that like 30, 40 yards.
Oh, well, I based it off his average. He's averaged about 20 yards receiving.
That's crazy. I mean, and Bryce Underwood over 150 yards. He better be over 100.
Oh, absolutely. But I mean, it all depends on how their secondary is going to play this game because if they play more run defense, then absolutely we're going to see Bryce throwing over 200. But I felt like 150 was a good middle ground there between 200 and 100. I know for sure he's going over 100 passing yards. There ain't no doubt about that. He's averaged over 100 yards every single game, even the games where they were stopping the passing attack. So I mean, there's no doubt he would get over 100. So I figured I'd go a little conservative on it and put him at over 150.
No doubt. Shout out to my guy Antoine Johnson. Thank you for the $10 super chat. He says, "I want more targets to Donovan, Hogan, and Klein. These are the true dogs. That's a fact." Also, Lich, you getting some love here, man. G Boulder says, "Is this on a betting site? I bet this. You're over unders." So shout out to that, man.
I mean, if you guys use these over unders, let me know how it goes. I'd be interested to know how good I am at predicting this.
Yeah. And if you lose some money because of Lich, let us know. We'll give you his address.
These numbers tell my story. Every digit speaks my
Disclaimer, my Lich picks are pure speculation. If you use these picks in any form of betting, I am not to be held responsible or liable for any money or monetary gains therein you lose. It is not my responsibility. Bet responsible.
Absolutely.
What up, Ruckman Charles comment?
Wisconsin has a very good rush defense.
The one before that, there was one about. He mentioned about the receiver. There you go. So Johnny and Maize, didn't we have this conversation this morning? Think Maize. You see, we need to establish a true number one. This is 100% spot on, and this is what we were saying. Donovan is the guy. There's no secret here. Yes, Channing is the best route runner. But we need McCulley to play like a bully out there. He got the body. He has the athleticism. I just don't know what is it that's missing, man. We need to establish a guy, man. When it's crunch time, 3rd and 4, 3rd and 6, you know where we going. We're going to number one. But we don't have that, and we're going to need that. Sometime in the season, we're going to need that. So hopefully we can start to see that as the weeks, in the coming weeks.
No doubt. Lich, we appreciate you, brother. I'm gonna drop you down. We'll bring you right back. We'll bring you back up here in a second.
Alrighty.
Yes, sir. Lich Max, ladies and gentlemen, Lich picks right here exclusively on the Maize Madman channel. Be sure to check those out week to week. Homecoming preview, ladies and gentlemen. Michigan versus Wisconsin this week. Michigan's homecoming. It should be straightforward. I'll be honest with you. It should be pretty academic. But let's talk about what we want to see. Johnny, you kick it off.
What I want to see offensively, everybody keeps talking about Wisconsin's rush defense. That's the kind of the talking point that's been going around. Garrison was talking about it yesterday. Their front seven, and they have the number one rush defense. They give up like 50 a game, 50 rushing yards a game.
Mhm.
But this is where the iron meets the road. They ain't played nobody that can run the ball well.
Mhm.
You played Miami of Ohio, give me a break, Middle Tennessee, Alabama. It's Alabama, but Alabama doesn't run the ball well this year, and then you played Maryland, who also doesn't run the ball well this year. Averaging about 100 yards in college isn't good. If you average about 100, you don't have a good running game. You want to be close to 200.
Right.
It's not the NFL. You know what I'm saying? So there's a difference. So we're going to find out how good their rush defense is when somebody that has a good rush game and is going to be run the ball with conviction. Like, oh, you're stopping it? Yeah, we don't care. We're still going to keep running it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we're going to find out who's really that good. Is Michigan really that good at running the ball, or is Wisconsin really that good at stopping the run? To force us to have to pass it, because we probably don't want to a lot of the time. You're gonna have to force us. So that's what I'm interested to see. And defensively, no penalties, no tauntings, no offsides, no mistakes, no busted coverages. I just want to see the defense fly around and don't make mistakes. Don't beat yourselves and just put a complete game together. Like, shut these dudes down. I'm not even sure if Billy Edwards or Danny O'Neal, I think is his name, will even play in this game. They might be on their third string quarterback.
Yeah. I know Billy Edwards for sure is not.
Oh, damn. Hey, Lich, do me a favor. Bring up that kill hypothetical comment. Hypothetical trade. Would you guys give us Barham for Carnell Tate? You guys need receivers. We need a pass rusher. No. Not because I don't think Carnell Tate is extremely talented and gifted, and you're right. Michigan would love to have a receiver of his caliber right now. No disrespect to anybody on the roster, because we don't know if we have some young guys that have potential. That said, I think that Barham is good for Michigan's scheme, right? What Michigan wants to do defensively, Barham's good for that. And Michigan is a run-first team. So even having a guy like Carnell Tate or whatever right now, I wouldn't give up Barham for Carnell Tate for Michigan. If this was another team that struggled with, having the number one option, then maybe so. But for Michigan, I'm going to say no.
Yeah, man. Michigan, Wisconsin, man. Through the years, we had some tough games with these guys, but this is a game where Michigan shouldn't have much problems. Yes, Wisconsin will be tough. They're coming off a bye. They're not going to just come to the big house and lay down. It wouldn't shock me if it's a tie game at the end of the first, or even a one possession game at halftime. But I think regardless, by the second half, Michigan takes control. Wisconsin offensively just doesn't have nobody, man. They really don't. Michigan's going to have to play a real bad game. I mean, fumbles constantly, interceptions, giving up kick returns, punt returns for Wisconsin to be in this game. So if Michigan plays a clean game for the most part, this game should be at least a 3-touchdown win for Michigan. But like, Johnny mentioned earlier, and people in the chat, yes, Wisconsin, they say they have one of the better rushing defenses in the country. So this is strength on strength, right? You could punch, I could punch. We're going to see who punch hard on Saturday. And that's that. Because Michigan ain't going to shy away. And this is time for Bryce for Chip and Sharon to implement some different passing concepts, some different schemes to get guys open. So, I'll expect like quick little passes. Just let your guys eat, man. It doesn't matter. Any way to get going, I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully, we hopefully after Saturday we see a true number one performance from one of our guys. Right? We know Klein was tight end one. After that, we was like, man, he's been injured. Hopefully, the high ankle injury has gotten better, and we see a better Klein come Saturday. So, and also taking into account, guys, Danny O'Neal has been sacked 13 times.
We should be feasting.
Yep.
13 times, bro. So Michigan is going to have a lot of opportunity to attack that quarterback, and I want to see more sacks by our D-line, not with the blitzing. I mean, I'll take it, don't get me wrong, but I want to see more Barham, even TJ Guy, bro. TJ Guy, we threw a parade for you this offseason. You letting us down here, bro. You letting us down here. So
he was so close versus Nebraska. He was right. I mean, all of them were right there, but he was so close. He needs a sack for his confidence.
He does. So I'll give my my take on it. I think it's an interesting predicament going against Wisconsin, right? Because yes, on paper they're number one rush defense and stuff like that, but they're number 89 in pass defense. So teams aren't necessarily attacking them that way. Michigan certainly will, right? So far this season, Justice Haynes has gone over 100 yards every game. Which, by the way, I think as Michigan fans, we need to get behind that Justice Haynes for Heisman campaign, get that going, by the way. But also, because they're so porous in pass defense, I want to see, some fireworks there too. Let's get something down the field too, right? I don't think we don't really take big shots. We might have taken one or two this season, but let's get something going down the field. That's not a trick play, right? Not a Samaj Morgan trying to throw it off a double pass or whatever. So I want to see that. Let's get something going with Bryce in the pocket, maneuvering in the pocket, not that rollout flood concept that we've seen every game. Bro, it's ridiculous. Concept, Thank you. I do too. And they, granted, Bryce is so talented in terms of like his arm strength and stuff like that, and throwing off platform and across his body and stuff like that, that they're taking advantage of that. But at the same time, bro, let's just get him something nice and sweet. Get a good play action, let it go, right? Let's do something like that. So I want to see that.
That flood concept is like for Alex Orji,
right?
Davis Warren. I hate it because this dude is so mobile and so freakish with what he can do. Don't take away half of the field. I just hate it. And I got a stat for y'all too. Justice Haynes has all those rushing yards. He hasn't had more than 19 carries in a game.
Incredible. That's incredible. Didn't know that. So yeah, I think this is a good opportunity. Michigan can have 500-600 yards of offense in this game, really, if they put the pedal to the metal, and that would be something that Michigan fans would love to see.
And Maize, let's not forget that in Wisconsin's last game at home, they lost to a true freshman quarterback in Malik Washington.
Mm-hmm.
So let's continue the true freshman streak on them.
Yep. Let's move on to our last topic of the day. First quarter grading on Michigan position groups. Maniac came up with this idea. Maniac, go ahead, kick it off. What group we want to start with?
Let's start with Bryce, man. I'm gonna go quarterback. Right now, I'll give Bryce a B-. I'll give him a B- as of right now. And the reason I give him a B- because again, the passing game, he has missed some throws, right? But again, these are just freshman mistakes he's gonna make. These are things he has to learn as a collegiate quarterback. So, but overall, like I mentioned yesterday, his temperament, He has a veteran mindset. He goes into the game like he's been there before, and that's huge. So he's only going to get better. So yes, as of right now, I give my grade to Bryce is a B minus. I mean, he's the only quarterback that has played. So B minus for the quarterback.
No doubt. Johnny Odin Jr., quarterback grade for you so far.
Yeah, being that he's a freshman young player and his receivers aren't helping him at all. Yeah, I'm gonna go with B minus. No, I'm gonna go C plus. You know, I'm hard on folks.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give him a C plus, but no, let me give him a B minus because he don't deserve that. Because the receivers, they aren't helping. He don't deserve that. Now, if we get to the receivers, I'm gonna hammer them. The hammer gonna drop today on them.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. Man, it is between C plus and B minus for me. I'm gonna go C plus. All right, I'm gonna go C plus because the touchdowns. Right, I think he only has 3 touchdowns, two passing touchdowns on the season so far.
Klein
I
and
think
Samaj.
Exactly. That should be up near 5, 6, 7 this far into the season, especially with some of the teams that we've played, right? We played in New Mexico. He should have had multiple touchdowns. We played Central Michigan, should have had multiple touchdowns. Should have had touchdowns against Oklahoma. But whatever. I'm gonna give it a C plus. But one thing I will say, he's got a very high QBR. He's right behind Julian Sand in terms of QBR. I think Sand's at 75.9. Bryce is 75.8. These are young guys, bro. QBR only goes to 100. And they are both ranked very high in terms of QBR. So he's doing good things. He's got 700 plus yards of passing offense, but it could be better. We know that. One of the things I want to see him work on is touch. Just a little bit of touch, bro, because he'll throw it 99 miles an hour to a guy 3 feet in front of him. And the dude's like, yo, bro, I'm not catching that. But I like my hands. I like my fingers. So C plus for me, quarterback grade. Let's move on. Running back grade. Johnny, let's start with you this time.
I got to give him an A. I could go A plus. If Jordan Marshall would have came on earlier, I'd go A plus. But I'm going to go A. Like what Justice Haynes is doing, and then what Marshall is starting to do, and he got kind of screwed out of some of his yards with the penalties. So did Justice Haynes,
right? On
some kind of phantom.
Marshall had some big runs called back this year.
Exactly, and Jordan Marshall against Nebraska, he could have had a 100-yard game. He chose to do the right thing. I would have went and got that 100. I'm sorry, I needed this. But so I'm giving an A, like smooth A.
No doubt. Yeah. Maniac.
Yeah, absolutely. Because we are grading the group, not individuals. Right. So yes, it is an A. If we was just doing individuals, you got to give just the A plus. Right. But it's a group, it's a collective, and you're right. A to me is fair. And to see what Jordan Marshall has done the last 2 games is a very telling thing. And it just tells me, man, these 2 guys are ready to take college football by storm. And we hope that it happens. So, yeah, as of right now, the best position group on our team, on the offense, is our running back room. A, without a doubt.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep the party going. I give him an A too. Like my man said, if it was an individual grade, I got to give Justice Haynes an A plus. But because we're grading the group, I give him a solid A. This group is pretty strong. Wide receiver, Garde, not grade, Garde. Hey, yo, I do at least one of these a show, bro. At least one of these. All right, wide receiver grade, Maniac, kick it off.
Yeah, man. Listen, we gotta call it like it is, man. This is a F. There's no reason. These guys, and this is what upsets me, man. It's not. We know they're not elite guys. We knew that. Every realistic Michigan, but they not supposed to be this bad. Is it the scheme? Is it miscues? Is it guys just can't get open? And of course, on top of all of that, they can't catch. At least McCulley can. Goodwin and Maj, forget about it. So, yeah, man. I mean D. Yeah, I'm not gonna go F, but I'm gonna go absolutely D minus. I can't see it other way, man. Anyone gives them anything else, they just being a homer.
Yep. Go ahead, Johnny.
Facts. I give these dudes a G. I'm going past F. 'Cause this is, I'm gonna give them a G.
Right.
But they get an F. They get an F, like for real. Like you got a young quarterback.
Yeah.
And Samaj is what, a junior now. Shannon Goodwin, what is he? Redshirt freshman or redshirt sophomore?
Sophomore. Yeah.
That's sure.
Like you got to help him out, and y'all not helping him at all. Like, so I got to go F. McCulley, the mistakes in the first game. I mean, against Oklahoma, you know. So I got to hold you accountable for that. So I can only go F because they're not helping this young dude out with all this talent. Catch the ball. When he shines, you gonna shine.
Right.
But y'all not helping him out. So we got to use him more in the run game. We have to use him more in the run game because of you guys. So F for sure.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go D. I'm gonna give him a D, and here's the reason. McCulley has shown flashes, right, of being quasi elite, right? He's got the frame. He's gone up. He's made that catch on the sideline. I go back to that against Nebraska, which should have been a completion because the line judge definitely ran up, did this for completion. Then off the camera somewhere, they said, oh, they called it incomplete on the field. And we got to stick with what they, whatever. But that looked like a catch. And we saw that dude come up and say it was a catch. So he's shown flashes. Listen, say what you want about Samaj Morgan, right? He definitely can be a bonehead, as Johnny would say, but he's also a dog. Samaj caught a short pass against Nebraska that was not a first down, turned it into a first down, and he's a little dude, but the dog in him got Michigan that first down. Now, being a dog and all of that is great, but also we got to make plays like Johnny and Maniac have alluded to. Got to help your quarterback out. This is a young guy who's learning on the fly, really, right? He got thrown into the fire immediately. We need to help the young guy out. We put other young guys in there like Marsh, who's shown flashes, right? And that's why I'm not going to say we don't have any elite receivers, because I do believe Marsh has that ability, but he's shown flashes, but then he'll make a bonehead play. He'll get some holding call, or he'll drop a wide open, or he's not looking for the. Remember, he wasn't even looking for a ball one time, right? So there's that, and then Channing with the drops, who also showed flashes in game one, but then the drops are just catching up. Where is Fred Moore? Right, these sorts of things. I got to give the room a D. They got a D. I can't go any higher than that. Offensive line. This one might be the toughest to grade, honestly. But let's talk about it, Johnny. What you got?
Offensive line. It seems like they're getting better almost every week, regardless of who's in there, it seems like. So I'm gonna give them a B minus. I'm gonna give them a B minus right now.
Yeah,
because we've got one of the best rushing games in the country. And the pass blocking ain't that bad.
It hasn't been bad.
Exactly. So yeah, I got a B minus for them.
Yeah. Go ahead, Maniac.
Yeah, 100% agree, man. B minus, because we're trending upward. We've seen it in the last two games. They went into Nebraska, hostile environment, and they took over, man. They're the reason we won that game. So the O-line, B minus. And we're showing that, where we have depth. That was where, Nathan Afobe, Guarnera. We might have, I think Al-Hadi's coming back, and I don't know about Brady Norton, but it just shows we got depth there, and now these guys are starting to come into their own. That mid-season form is starting to take form, man, and that's what we need. O-line, B minus without a doubt. And that could go to a B+A if they have a dominant performance this coming Saturday.
I agree. I'm gonna give them a B, no B minus. I'm gonna give them a B, especially the right side of that line, bro. In terms of the run game, dominant. Right side of the line has been dominant. Evan Link has done a decent job at left tackle. In fact, he's been good, just flat out good in some cases. Left guard is the biggest struggle in my opinion. With a phobia and yeah, that's the biggest that's the weakest point on the offensive line. Outside of that though, I think it's a B. They've been doing a good job creating holes and keeping Bryce clean for the most part.
Who filled in for Norton? Was it Frazier?
Guanera,
yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yep. Jake Guanera. All right, let's move on to the defensive side of the ball. I know Antoine gonna be mad when you do tight ends.
Tight ends.
All right, let's do tight ends. Let's go ahead and do tight ends.
I'm gonna just go real quick. It's a C, man. C+. One, with the exception of the New Mexico game, I tight end it's been non-existent. And what's his name? My man, Hogan Hansen had a very good catch against Central Michigan, athletic catch. But besides that, it's just been a no-show since New Mexico. So as of right now, C+. And we expect that we put a lot into our tight ends, blocking and catching those intermediate routes. So we're gonna need these guys to step up. I hope that this bye really helped them, like Klein getting healthy. So we're gonna see, as of right now, C+ for me for the tight end room.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna give them a B, mainly because they've been dinged up.
Yeah.
Hansen, Klein looked like he was gonna have a Loveland type of season, and then he instantly gets hurt.
Bro.
It's like, bro.
Yeah.
So our top two tight ends been just battling injuries. Now Marshall, he's the
weak link. He's a weak link.
Yeah, he's a weak link, but he's trying to find his way.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give him a B mainly just because you can't control getting injured.
No doubt.
Like you see the upside, but they got to be healthy.
I agree. I'm gonna give them a C- or C+ because of the same thing. Like I think they've been dinged up. Klein has shown the elite tendencies. If he can stay healthy, I believe he will be elite. And they've been banged up, like Johnny said. What's the other? Prieskorn. Prieskorn is Cole Cabana to me at this point. I've said this before. At this point, he's Cole Cabana, bro. He's always hurt. He may never play for Michigan. That's just the bottom line. Cole Cabana was somebody I was waiting to see play Michigan football. Same for Brady Prieskorn. I remember when the recruiting process of Brady Prieskorn, I got plenty of videos on the channel about Brady Prieskorn, and we just haven't seen it yet. So that's where I stand with him. All right, let's move on. Defensive line, gentlemen.
I guess I'll go. I'm gonna give them a C. I'm gonna give them a C. They came along. They came on in the Nebraska game, but Oklahoma non-existent. Central kind of non-existent for the most part. New Mexico, the starters non-existent. So more I talk, I want to give them a C-. Honestly, I'm gonna go in C-. I'm gonna drop them some more because they supposed to be better than this. We're expecting these guys are upperclassmen. It's not like they're young players.
Right.
So the D tackles, now if you separated, the D tackles have played pretty well.
That's
but
fair.
Adding in the edge rushers, I gotta knock them down. TJ Guy, Derek Moore, they've been disappointing so far. We just gotta hope that they get better.
Right. Go ahead, Maniac.
Yeah, so although you're 100% correct, Johnny, regarding getting to the quarterback, but one thing the D line has been consistent at is stopping the run. So with that, it's not like they failing. It's just one thing. And we did see a glimpse of that against Nebraska, 5 sacks. for the D line alone, 7 in total. So I think that I'm gonna give him a B. I'm gonna give him a B because of the consistency with the run stopping. And we was not we weren't able to stop the run. They'll definitely get a C score for me. But yes, there's been a lot of hype coming into the season. I expected more, and TJ got to look way better than what they have looked. Look, to the point where we have to move Jay-Sean Barham to edge so we could get any kind of, pressure at quarterback. So
That's
I'm
what I'm
gonna
saying.
I'm gonna go B minus. I mean B for the D line. Hopefully the Nebraska game was a game where they woke up and we got, Wisconsin is a game we should feast as well. So I'm gonna give them a
Real
B
quick
for
before you go, Maize. Let me give the method to my madness a little bit.
Yeah.
This defense is constructed where those edge rushers, they have to eat. If they don't eat, the defense is going to collapse. You'll still be able to stop the run, but pass defense is going to be bad. So that's why I'm grading them so hard, because if they don't eat, we got problems. You know what I'm saying? And that's not adding in Barham because he just got on the D line. You get him? So
yeah. So I'm gonna give him a B because of Barham, honestly, and I know that he wasn't figured in early into the season, but he's been dynamite. I can't take that away. And I think with Michigan fans, one of the things that we thought we were gonna be weak because we lost the dynamic defensive tackles, right? We lost Graham and Kenneth Grant. That's where we thought we were going to have problems, and they've been strong for the most part, right? The interior of Michigan's defensive line has been strong. It's been those edges, Moore and TJ Guy not getting to the quarterback with any sort of consistency or any just getting to him, period. But I like what I'm seeing from Pierce. I like what I'm seeing from Benny. Benny had a heck of a game against Nebraska.
yeah, he did.
And Barham is just a total game wrecker, and I think he can be even better at rushing the passer. He was getting help. Boy, he was getting held a lot against Nebraska. By the way, so was Derek Moore against Nebraska. Nebraska got away with a lot of holding, but I'm not going to dig into that too much. I think the defensive line deserves a B because the interior is better than what we thought they were by a lot. And then Barham has been dynamite. So I'm going to give him a B.
We don't look for no holding calls. We ain't going to get that many.
Yeah. Linebacker grade.
Have we garnered any defensive holding?
I don't remember one. Maybe we got one against New Mexico. But
I think we got one. I can't remember what game.
Yeah. It's been crazy, bro, because they definitely have been. That Nebraska game was blaring. It was some of them that were just like blatant, bro. Crazy. Linebacker grades, gentlemen. Maniac, let's kick it off.
Yo, listen. Honestly, I'm gonna go B plus for the linebacker. You can even go A. You can even go A. Yeah.
My bad, Maniac. Question real quick. When we grading these linebackers, are we putting Barham as the linebacker, or is he counting for D line now?
I'm just counting him as D line now. Yeah.
So I'm going Hausman, Sullivan, Roeder.
Right.
Okay. I'm just trying to make sure.
Because those are the 4 linebackers because that's Barham is a DN now. That's it. So I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna tell you why. I haven't seen the linebackers on 1-to-1 coverage get beat. Now by it, in the Oklahoma game, they kind of went to the middle, but it was everybody just didn't look that good against Oklahoma. But they're getting better. We're not seeing the same mistakes that we saw last season this time of the year with our linebackers. They look more in control, and we have an athletic, a possible all Big Ten linebacker in Cole Sullivan. He's probably our best linebacker, right? And I'm talking about athletically, who could do everything. I think Hausman is not far from him, but Cole Sullivan is him. He is a star for this team. I'm telling you. So I'm going B plus. for this linebacker room. And what's scary is they could get better, man. I know they can. So for me, B plus linebackers.
Good,
Yeah,
Johnny.
I'm hard on defense, so I'm gonna give him a B minus. I almost want to go C plus because Hausman, for whatever reason, he is driving me crazy. He's hesitating. I don't know why he's hesitating, bro. Like he'll be seeing the play and he'll hesitate. Now, Cole Sullivan, that boy balling. He's balling. And you see the difference. It's strictly not thinking. Like, see ball, get ball. Ain't nothing to think about. What you're seeing is what you're getting. Go get the tackle. Go get him. And that's what Cole Sullivan is doing. He's balling. He's A plus right now, honestly. You know, and Jimmy Rolder is a little bit limited, but Hausman is killing me. He's gonna make me start doing like I used to do Junior Colson.
Yeah.
I used to kill Junior Colson.
Yeah.
But Hausman, I expected, like, bro, you're supposed to be all Big Ten easily this year.
Right.
You know, and you've been hesitating a lot. He's still getting a nice amount of tackles, but he's still getting a tackle, but he's letting a guy get 4, 5, 8 more yards when he should only get 1. You get what I'm saying? So that's my problem with him. So I'm gonna go C. I'm gonna go B minus. I'm gonna be nicer.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna go with B. I'm gonna give him a B too because Cole Sullivan is a superstar, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so glad that Cole Sullivan is making me look good after that spring game because during this, I was enamored during the spring game. Like I was like, yo, this dude looks different. You know, during that spring game, after that spring game, I was just, you know, singing his praises, but he is him. He looks like he ate another linebacker for breakfast. First of all, his legs are tree trunks and he can move, and he can play the football. And don't get me started on him like laying hits. By the way, Jimmy Rolder is a thumper too. But the problem with Jimmy Rolder is he's not as good you know, side to side, right? He doesn't have the lateral movement that Cole Sullivan has. But if it's in front of him, he gonna smack you. And Hausman, I'm with you, Johnny. I expected Ernest Hausman to be all Big Ten. And he does look a little hesitant out there. I don't know why so far, but you know, hopefully in the second half of the season, he can get that together. But I'm gonna give him a B right now.
Yeah.
DB grade, gentlemen.
Whoa.
Where we at with this maniac?
Yeah, this is probably the one that I've been battling a lot, man, with this one, right? Because when I look at the secondary, it's like big plays, not a lot. The Oklahoma game, we seen Zeke Berry gave up like 2 plays, but that's it. He was locked down after that, right? Because Oklahoma's touchdown didn't even Mateer's touchdown pass against us didn't even pass the line of scrimmage. So the secondary played good. I'm gonna go similar to linebacker grade. I'm gonna go B. I'm not gonna go B plus because of the mistakes and the mental mistakes and not turning around. But the potential for the secondary, man, is great. I know they could be one of the better secondaries in all of America. So now with Zeke getting back, I expect us to be better. I mean, Jaden Sanders, gentlemen. Yeah, Jaden Sanders, a true freshman. That boy's been doing him. Elijah Dotson, he got to take some ballet classes, bro. He got to get his balance, bro. His balance, this dude is like running on ice, man. He just be slipping. But the potential is there. And Shamari Earls, what are we going to say about him, Maize? Mr. Never Turn Around. That's his nickname, Mr. Never Turn Around.
Turn your head, bro. Turn your head.
So, but
he's sticky though, but he just don't turn his head.
He's right there. He's on you. So the bottom line is, and our safeties. What can we say about Hillman? You know why he's gonna give you dynamite. And quietly, Jaden Magnum he's playing solid. You don't hear his name, but you don't hear it for negative neither. So he's out there, he's knowing what he's doing. And guess what? We get the return of who?
Rob Moore.
So it's only the secondary is only going to get better within time. Perfect. I mean, Wisconsin by no stretch is gonna challenge our secondary, but the week after our secondary is gonna get challenged to the max. So
Absolutely.
I'm going to be for the secondary with the upsides for this shit to be an A+ secondary.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
Johnny.
Yeah, I'm gonna go B-. You know, they've played pretty well for the most part, besides the busted coverages. Jair Hill get beat here or there. Zeke Berry got beat here or there, but they've played pretty well for the most part. You know, and Jaden Sanders, he's playing like he's a veteran or something, which is crazy. Like some of the plays he makes on tip passes or whatever, like he's playing very well. So I'm gonna give him a B-. They haven't played. I think they get more blame than they deserve for when we give up passing plays, and I don't think it's really on them. TJ Metcalf, he's had some nice plays, but he's also been confused a few times. Yeah. So it's more confusion than them, you know, not being good players. So yeah, I'm gonna go B-. I think people blame them for things that aren't exactly them just being bad. It's still trying to learn the system and still making some mistakes that can be cleaned up. So I'm gonna go B-.
I am gonna be a little harder on that. I'm gonna give them a C+. I do think that things like Shamari Earls, you know, not being available because he's Dominique Dawes or something.
He's backflipping in the hood. I'm in the projects.
You know, like he on the mattresses again. You know what I mean? But that, you know, that sort of thing. But that speaks to that discipline that we want to see too. Speaking of the discipline, Brandon Hillman. Let's not do the DX.
Okay.
You know, let's not hump the air. He's out there.
We're dominant.
Hey yo, let's not do that. But outside of that, Brandon Hillman, we already know he's gonna smack somebody. That's just it's gonna happen. I would like to see him be a little more consistent in coverage, but you know, whatever. Mangum, you brought him up. He's playing solid. Jaden Sanders, bro, might be our. I don't want to disrespect Jair Hill. Jaden Sanders is very good. He's going to be very good. By the way, he should be knocking on Shamari Earl's locker. Hey, you got my number. You have my number. I got yours. We should swap.
Focus on what's important, young players.
Facts.
Backflipping ain't important anymore.
Not important.
Getting on that field is important. The best ability is availability.
Fact. And Jaden Sanders will smack you too. I saw him make a heck of a hit in that Nebraska game. Nobody talked about it because it was like whatever, but I think it was like an incomplete pass, but he smacked somebody.
Yeah, he did.
But and Elijah Dotson, we're playing 3 freshmen back there, bro, at corner. 3 freshmen are playing corner at some point, right? Elijah Dotson, Sanders, Earls, all playing. TJ Metcalf, I like what I'm seeing in run support, but there's some other areas where, you know, he's not as crisp right now. So I'm gonna give him a C+, man. I think they can be better. Rod Moore is only gonna help that. They need that kind of veteran leadership, somebody that's been there to kind of help get them in line, and I think he'll do that.
All right. So the last thing before we wrap it up. Now with that all being said, why would you give the team as a whole a grade?
B.
I think I get a team of B.
Now, as far as discipline, I'm gonna give them a D.
A D, right? Yeah.
No. It's one of the
I added that in.
Shout out to Dayton 937. What up?
It's been bothering me. I had to write it in, man.
No doubt, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached that time in the show where we must bid you adieu. We kind of, this was a long one today. Lich, tell the people. Oh, at first, Lich, were we wrong? Tell us where we were wrong. Were we wrong on anything?
I think you guys were pretty spot on for the most part. I didn't see I didn't hear anything that sounded off. A couple things that I think I would put in is I think I don't think you guys gave our offensive line a little too much credit. I think they're definitely closer to a like, especially if we talk between combine the pass to run grades. I think they would be closer to a like a C minus to a D plus maybe. But if you just base it off of what they're doing the best at, then definitely C minus would be an adequate grade for them. But otherwise, I would say you guys were pretty spot on with everything else.
No doubt. Keo, I am from the west side of Dayton, sir. Born and raised in Dayton until I was about 16 before I moved to the DC area. But all right, Lich Max, tell the people what you got going on, where they can find you.
Well, you can find me right here on Maize Out Mondays, every Monday behind the scenes and producing the show and popping up for the occasional Lich picks that we do every time we have a game coming up on Saturday. Also, you can find me over at on all platforms except for Facebook at LichMax626. And then you can also find me over at the Gamers Sideline on Fridays for our Football Friday podcast. So make sure you check that out.
No doubt. Johnny Odin Jr., tonight's special guest co-host, held it down. Johnny, tell the people what you got going on, where they can find you.
You can find me on YouTube, Johnny Odin Jr., TikTok. I mean, not TikTok. Johnny Odin Jr. on Twitter, X. I am on TikTok. I'm just not on there a lot. But I got my pregame analysis. I'll probably record that right after this. If not, it'll be up tomorrow for Nebraska. Thursdays, the call-in show, me and TJ Ronan, that's Iron Man on the Voice of College Football Michigan channel. Saturday, post-game video, post-game analysis, and then Sunday we got the call-in show. You know, we're gonna get in the kitchen on there. So it's a lot going on.
Yes, sir. Maniac, tell the people where they can find you.
Yes, sir. You can find me getting drinks at Happy Valley.
Yo,
Oh wow. What's happening?
pause.
Hey, yo. Nah, man. First and foremost, man, shout to everybody who tuned in tonight, man. Everyone in the chat, man. Thanks for participating. We appreciate every single one of you. Shout to Lynch Max, Stat Boy 2.0, my brother in the kitchen back there. Of course, JOJ, he family. He come in the crib. He opened up the fridge. He don't need an axe. Grab the Corona, make a sandwich. Do whatever you like, man. This is your crib. But find me at GoBlue_Maniac_24 on Instagram and also on YouTube. Now I'm doing preview and recap videos for every Michigan game. So make sure you subscribe because it's getting caliente.
Caliente, no doubt. Be sure to check us out. Myself, Maniac, Johnny, as well as the guys from House Divided every Saturday morning on the Big College Football Show at 11, where we preview the day's games and also give you some dope content. In addition to that, we have rescheduled our interview tomorrow. We were supposed to interview Markel Dabney tomorrow. That's been moved to next Tuesday. Markel texted me earlier saying he's got a family event, so we're going to do that then. Thursday, though, we right back here. Thursday, we got former Michigan running back. Why am I spacing right now? What's his name? Maniac.
Yeah.
Brian, I'm sorry.
Mike Hart.
No.
Billy Taylor.
No. We did Billy Taylor. Somebody help me. You've seen it on the channel.
Blake Corum?
Right. We definitely got Blake Corum. Yo,
We got Blake the Great.
My man's name. This is disrespectful.
Yeah, I don't remember off the top of my head. I was just looking at
wait
it
a
too.
minute. Brandon Miner.
There we go.
Miner will be joining us on the show Thursday. Jesus Christ. Be sure to be there. Check it out. We did an interview. I know some of y'all are looking for the interview we did with
Brandon Miner.
Brandon Miner is Thursday. We just did an interview though yesterday with Michigan commit offensive lineman Tristan Dare. I did take that down. I spoke to Tristan's father. It was a part of the interview where one of you got me in trouble asking about other schools that Tristan talking to. They didn't want that up. So we took it down. I just took it down. I might edit it and put it back up, but right now it's down. We might even do a new interview. Who knows? But anyway, follow me everywhere at Maize Madman. Until next time, you know the slogan. Stay angry, my friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, this might be our best season ever. My ratings, they're about to go through the roof.
All right, now I'ma calm down. So I just don't get that all that Maize and that lock and all that. I just don't get it. So and how the
Oh my God, we're shutting the damn live down. Good night, everybody.